So she actually said, laugh my ass off. So I'm gonna do her the favor again. You know, why did I say this? Because let's go to the original tweet. So she asked me, like, I had to delete my tweet because I realized I did that at the the person that I was talking about. He's not a woman and he'll never be, because that's my belief and I have, I should have the right to hold my belief and my thing, my freedom of speech. And she goes, did he look in the mirror to type this? And so she, like I said, but Twitter support female being harassed, belittled, degraded in its platform, and it does not do anything to prevent this. And again, look at the point that I'm trying to make, right? And I just wanted to, like, be witty and said yes, and it showed your face, because she wanted to say that I'm ugly, or like whatever that she's implying, and I said it showed yours. And obviously I covered this, and then she goes, okay, you know that. And she goes, this is your biggest issue, take this into therapy. As if, like, you know this therapy is something that I can afford. She assumes that I can afford it. How? I do not know. I could be really poor and wouldn't be able to afford therapy and the trauma that I suffered, and all of the things that are in my back of my mind. And she has no, you know, um, no sympathy towards a woman who might be suffering from low self esteem. No, maybe not me, but someone else. But she obviously can bully that person, right? And she obviously, I came back and I said, thanks, but I'm not rich, unlike you, because she does live in a mansion. Look at that, like, um look at that house. It's really big. I don't live in such, like, massive houses. I don't have a puppy. Look at that. Like, that's a really massive house. So she is rich. And look at her. She, like, goes on holidays and, like, other things. Like, see? I'm not rich like that. I'm sorry. But she's obviously rich and she can, say that, go to therapy, as if, like, I should. But again, she goes, "Oh yes, I forgot. Twitter is only for Western people to push their views on rest of the world." And they say they are not racist, because for me, I think she's racist, because she assumes that every single person who uses Twitter is automatically so rich enough to afford therapy and other shit they are actually, there comes to, like, yes. And she says, "Oh, you're a bigot." What way am I a bigot for this? And she goes this, right, she says, I'm a bigot for, she is a white rich person from America, where Americans have started, or, like, did an American waged war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and, like, now threatened um Iran and other Middle Eastern countries, and it's a mess, right? And she's, as an American, she's saying that I'm a bigot. Okay, a refugee who fled Tamil because of Sri Lankan army's genocide, and she's saying that to this person, who's been through a lot. I may not have, remember, like, being bombed or all of these things, but my brother, my mom, have experienced, and my brother did get, affected by it directly. So again, let's go this into this, and I'm saying this is not a violation of your, terms of service, because this woman has commented about my looks and how I should go into therapy, because apparently that I have issues, and all of these things are not violation of, apparently, terms of service. And again, so many other stuff. So how would that be a TOS violation? Laugh of my ass off. This quirky guy. So quirky, I don't know. 36 followers, again, uh, nothing about this person at all. Oh, look, we have it. It's a woman, apparently. I don't know if it's a woman or a man. I do not care, but, they have the right, or white people have the right to say to an Asian person that, Asian person is a bigot because they cannot accept trans women as women. And look, she's melting down in there. Like, can you see how disrespectful this is? Because she's melting down in there, in the sense she's having a mental breakdown, and they are making fun of that. They're making fun of someone else's mental health and things that affects them directly, and they are okay with that. This cokey person, for me, it lacks empathy, compassion. Look at that. Like, this person doesn't care, because look at her, she's melting down in there. Like, as if, like, I don't have any feelings. And somehow in Twitter, I cannot say what matters to me and fight for my own rights, because these people affect women on daily basis, like actual other women who bullies women, like female I'm talking about, because they can do so, because guess what, it's high school culture, isn't it? um wow, let's stop this.